Just a Weaviles. And today we have our SSL match against Douglas, aka Dougie, of the New York Pokemon Rangers. As you've seen in the previous video, Dougie is our partner, one of our partners for the our tournament or team tournament. So he is a fellow Tri-State attacker. We are playing Dougie in both SSL and JBA this week. The two matches that are going up. So we're gonna try to get wins on both. But so this is the SSL portion of it. JBA will be going up soon. If you're already watching this and it's already up, then make sure to check out that video because that will be an exciting video as well. But let's focus on our SSL match. So Dougie's got arguably one of the best teams in the SSL, if not the best. He's got a very threatening team in Weavile, our mascot, Mega Slowbro, Tangrowth, Gengar, Steelix, and Flygon. While on my side, I got Westchester, the Sneasel, rocking out with Choice Scarf with Low Kick, Icicle Crash, Knockoff, and I believe Poison Jab? Yeah, Poison Jab for the Sylveon and specifically. Reason we're rocking Choice Scarf is so we can low kick the Weavile, if it comes to it. And then we have Liberty, our Victini, rocking with the Choice Band with U-Turn, Bolt Strike, V-Create, and I believe Glaciate is our last move. Yeah. And then we have Lilandra, the Clefable, rocking Unaware, Leftovers with Calm Mind, Wish Protect, and Moonblast. And we got Banks, our Fortress. I believe it's Max Attack, Max Special Attack? Or not Special Attack, Special Defense, what am I talking about? With Volt Switch, Stealth Rocks, Rapid Spin, and Gyro Ball. And then we have Rotom Wash, washed up the Rotom Wash with pretty standard set, Volt Switch, Pain Split, Toxic, and Hydro Pump. This has max HP, max special defense, Calm. Specifically for the Gengar, because my team just gets wrecked by Gengar. I'm not gonna lie, you can see for yourself. It just gets wrecked. So we need some sort of answer to a Gengar. Then we have our double blade, Doublade. Hold me back, the Doublade. Rocking the Violite with Shadow Sneak, Swords Dance, Shadow Claw, and Iron Head. So just a little bit of like explanation behind the team. Victini has a Choice Band because I need Band to kill Mega Slowbro with 2 hits. I think he can't like kill me from full with a Scald. So so even I could take 1 Scald, and then if I Bolt Strike and get like 50% roll, will be able to kill. The Clefable Unaware also for the Mega Slowbro, just in case that gets out of hand, and then we can, try to beat it 1v1. It will be very tough, but we would have to like PP stall basically the slack offs, and get some like special attack drops or something along those lines. Banks is there to take physical hits as well as to kind of wall the Tangrowth a little bit and a little bit of the Steelix. The Rotom Wash, as I was saying, is for to take Gengar hits. Sneasel, Choice Scarf to outpace the Gengar, and it has just enough speed to outpace the Gengar, so it's not actual max speed, but it does have enough to outspeed Gengar, and then potentially, I think it kills with knockoff. I'm almost certain it kills with knockoff. And then if he's not running Choice Scarf Weavile, then I can low kick that. Yeah, Weavile or Sneasel has a pretty good matchup in this game with like low kick, knockoff, Icicle Crash. Victini is there to just hit really hard. He doesn't really want to take a V-Create. He could be, like Steelix doesn't really want to take a V-Create that hard, and then he could be like a defensive Flygon, which would make sense. Dragon Ground is like one of the main counters to Victini, especially if I don't have Glaciate, but I do have Glaciate. But if I wanted to like lock myself in the V-Create, and then it's basically a have to switch. He could switch in on V-Creates on Flygon. I think he can. I don't know what the calcs are on that. But yeah, so, and the Doublade is there, you know, it could take, it's rocking out with max HP, max special defense. This is to take a Shadow Ball from Gengar and to Shadow Sneak it. Shadow Sneak it twice, and then it will die. So, let's get into this matchup. I think the safe lead here, just judging by his team, is Rotom Watch. Rotom Watch can really take anything besides like the Tangrowth, really. So if he wants to lead Tangrowth, we could just Volt Switch out of there because we'll be faster than it. So let's get into this match. We're gonna lead off with this, and then he leads off with Gengar. He probably knew that dead. It's called Dead Clefable. This is here to kill the Clefable and just wreck run house of your team. So this is my actual answer to Gengar. So I'm just gonna stay in and Hydro. He's gonna Shadow Ball. That investment is max on both our sides. He's not max on my side. I should say for special defense. I go for the Hydro. The Hydro does 60%. I'm like nice. And then he decides to go for the Sludge Wave right here. Does 36, and we're at 37% with a dead Gengar. I will take that. This is what the Rotom was meant to do. We decided to go into Banks. He goes in Mega Slowbro. I decided to Volt Switch out. I am not faster than it. And we decided to go into Clefable, our main answer to this, and we throw up a Wish. He Skulls right here, and as you can see, that is unaware damage with doing about 35%. And then we go for another Calm Mind, and he is doing less with the Calm Mind. And then we get back up to 100. He goes into Steelix, and then we go and get the special attack drop. Not that it really matters. Steelix is not doing that much on the special offensive side. That Moonblast is about 22%, which is okay because Steelix doesn't really have a lot of reliable recovery. It doesn't have a Wish Passer on his team. So just a little chip will do. I take this turn to go into Banks, and he gets up the Rocks. I think I decide to go for Rocks right here too on the switch. And I go for Rocks. Then I decide to Volt Switch. Oh no, I just eat the Scald, and he gets a crit. Kind of unfortunate, but what are you going to do? And I think I go for Rapid Spin right here and get these rocks out the way. And then I hard switch into Rotom Wash. I know I can take it. And then this is going to be a big pain split. So I'm going to go for the pain split. He's going to go into Tangrowth, and we're going to get a lot of health back. So we are right here. We don't want to stay in on a Tangrowth, so we're just going to Volt Switch and go into Banks. Can't really do much. He misses the Leech Seed. I guess that kind of makes up for the crit. So it is what it is. And then I think on here, we just go for the Volt Switch again. Yep, and then we get him into a nice little turn. So right here, I kind of messed up here. I should have gone right into Victini and Bolt Stroked it. Bolt Stroke? Bolt Stroke? He might have gone to the Flygon, but that's why I was like, I didn't want to pull the trigger right here. But I think this was my best chance to kill the Slowbro early in the game, I should say. So I go for the Volt Switch here. It doesn't kill, and I'm like, no, it doesn't kill. So we go in Clefable, and he slacks off and gets the damage back, and then he slacks off again while on my Calm Mind. And I think we just Moonblast here. Yep, we Moonblast here. And it does another 25%. So he does have leftovers, so we need to get those leftovers out of here. He goes for Rocks again, and then on our Rotom Wash switch. So we decide right here to go for the Toxic. I didn't think he wanted to stay in. We missed the Toxic, which is really unfortunate. And then he goes for the Toxic himself on the Flygon. That's not what I expected him to go for. But I went for the Hydro, and that did a nice chunk of damage for about 41%. Yep. So 41%. No, like 41%. Sorry. This is going crazy. I thought I was like, wait, that math didn't add up, but he took Rock damage too. So he goes for the Defog, and then I go for the Toxic right here. Both of us are Toxic. And then he is slowly losing health. This is a losing battle for him. So, but I decide to switch into Banks, and he goes for the Roost. So he reveals that he's Defog, Roost, Toxic, Flygon. And I think his last move has to be like some sort of like Earthquake, Earth Power for the Victini. This must have been his main answer to like V-Create. That and like Slowbro, of course. But he goes for the Earth Power. We tank in 1, and we're getting our Rocks back up. I want to save this for Death Fodder. I realize at this point he can't really do anything to Rotom outside of Toxin Hit, so I just go back into the Rotom. I think we just Hydro right here. right? Or no, we volt switch right here. I was actually kind of surprised he did that. Well, it makes sense. But I was like, I kind of over-predicted right here. I thought he would switch and try to eat the Hydro with like 10 growth or something like that. I just wanted to get momentum, but it ended up being not in my favor. And then right here, I think we Hydro just to get this thing out the paint. No, we switch out on his switch, and we get in Clefable, and then we go for the Calm Mind here, and then he goes for the Toxic, and I'm like, oh no, this is not good, this being Toxic, and I don't have Heal Bell on it, unfortunately. And then we go for the Moonblast right here on his Flygon. He sacks the Flygon. Totally fine. I wasn't really doing that much anyway. And then he goes into this and tries to get his Rock back up. And then he does successfully. And then I think we go for the Hydro right here. Yeah, we go for the Hydro right here. That does like 28%. And then we're going to go for the Volt Switch on this turn. No, we're going to the Toxic and get Toxic off on here. He goes for the Giga Drain. And right here, I know I could live it. So what's it called? I go for the Pain Split right here, just trying to wear this thing down. So put this speed up its Toxic Timer Stall, and then I lose a little bit of health on the Toxic damage, and I can do this Pain Split shenanigans one more time. So I decide to Pain Split again on the Weavile switch, and then we get a chunk of health back. We get a nice chunk, but we're still at 25%. And we switch because this might come in handy with the 10 growth and Pain Splitting it again, especially with Regenerator. He goes for the knockoff. We go into Sneasel. This is like screaming the low kick. So, but I have to go for it anyway, just in case he doesn't just in case he predicts me to not go for low kick, if that makes sense. He goes into that perfectly fine play. It's really not looking good at this point, guys, because the Clefable Toxic and the Rotom Toxic. Ed Weavile can beat Doublade and Victini, so it's really not looking good for us. Definitely him getting a Toxic on the Rotom and the Clefable really helped him out here. I decided to go for a Wish right here, and then I think we live on 1. Yeah, we live on 1. So I should have just gone for Moonblast right there, but I had to go for Protect just in case he wanted to try to kill me right there. Is what it is. I'm still like running low. I'm getting my health whittled, and I'm like, all right, this thing's gonna die. Kind of unfortunate. I probably should have just gone for a Moonblast on that last turn. We go into Sneasel right here, and then we knocked off. I was like, oh man, I should have low kicked. No, and then we go to Iron Head and died. So it is what it is. Go into Doublade, and then he goes into this, and then I Iron Head, and then we decide to Shadow Claw. I should have Shadow Clawed twice right there, to be honest. And he goes for the Skull, trying to get a burn. I'm max special defense, so I'm gonna eat these. Hoping for no burn right here, for real. You know, trying to fish for a Shadow Claw crit or something like that. Shadow Claw does have a high chance to crit, so that's why we're going for it. He decides to slack off right here, and then I go into Liberty and Bolt Strike. Bolt Strike does 50, and then he gets the Para, but he breaks through Para, and then he does like 67% on there, and I go for another Bolt Strike and kill the Mega Slowbro, but Mega Slowbro did its work. And then he goes into this, and I'm like, ah man, this cleans up right here. My own mascot cleans up right here. I'm like, fuck. I told him before the match, I was like, yo, Weavile cannot run house on my team, and Weavile did run house on my team. Gets the 3 last kills, and I lose. Definitely good game to Dougie. He has a very good team. Even before this match, we were out of playoffs, so it is what it is. We're just playing for fun, really. Like always. I mean, we're always playing for fun, but definitely good game to Dougie. And make sure to check out all the other league content for League Wednesdays. Our Tri-State Attacker Team Breakdown. Me and Dougie will be playing in that. And our JBA match in the second of our doubleheader. My name is Moody. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm out. Peace.